Alright, so you don't know much about me, but I don't really like to exaggerate things. And when I said that this might be the most important video you will ever see, I actually meant it. Now, what I'm about to say can be applied to pretty much anyone, but it's mostly targeted towards young, ambitious men that kind of feel lost in life right now with no clear sense of direction or purpose, right? And if that sounds like I'm describing you, then this is exactly what you need. That being said, before we get to the main part and the reason you're here, I'm gonna tell you something that may sound weird and counterintuitive, but I really need you to think about it. The reason why you're doing all this, why you're in this entrepreneurship journey, and why you're, trying, so hard for all this isn't money. You're not doing this for money. Like, money is just a byproduct of everything else. Like, money is cool, and don't get me wrong, like, it will do a lot of things for you. It will definitely change your life, and solve a lot of problems that you have right now and all that. But as a young ambitious man that with kind of higher level of self-awareness, what you're looking for isn't money. Like, you're looking for fulfillment, for you're looking for a purpose. You're looking to improve yourself, to be better, stronger, I don't know, wealthier. You want to be better. That's all you want. You don't actually want money. Like, money is great, and we all want all these cool things, expensive cars, houses, and stuff like that. That's normal. But if you base your entire life around money, and if everything you do for money, you will very, very quickly realize that that's a very, very miserable life to live. It really is, because everything money can get you is very temporary. It's like a momentary serotonin spike, and then it flatlines till the end of the day. Like, remember the last time you got a new phone? You put a fucking nice case on it, and you put a screen protector, and every time you're done using it, you slowly put it on the table, and you're like, oh, it's all dandy and nice. But the next week, you enter your place and you throw it across the room and you hope it hits the bed. And when it bounces off the wall, you're like, who gives a shit, right? And the funniest thing is that that simple concept applies to everything material, like everything, no matter what it is. uh, Anything that you can buy, you will very, very easily get bored of it. Like, it's just how it is. And if you base your entire life around it, it's gonna be a fucking miserable life. And that being said, the actual way you become that person, that achieve everything you wanted to achieve, is incredibly stupid and incredibly simple. Like, this is the most ridiculous but the most effective thing you will ever hear in your entire life. And if you actually implement this and you try to live your life this way, it will, like, it will change your life forever. And it's so brain dead, and just wait till you hear it. Now, i want you to I want you really to pay attention now. And if you need, pause the video and think about it. I want you to visualize in your head, if you have to close your eyes, visualize the perfect version of yourself. Visualize the ideal you. Like, think about everything you want yourself to be. Think about the way you would like to behave, the way you would like to dress, would your day look like, how would you do things. Think about all of that, and what you will very, very, like, like, quickly realize that you know everything you need to know. You might feel lost now, and you might feel like you don't know what you're doing, where your life is headed, and everything else. But when you actually think about it, you know exactly every single step that you need to take in order to get there. Just think about it. Visualize that person, visualize every single trait that you can, like try to make it as expansive as possible, like try doing it in detail, just visualize them carefully. The reason why I'm saying that is because the easiest way to become that person is to actually do exactly as that person would do. And I don't mean just, some things and some, like, I don't know, bigger decisions, or I don't know, behavior patterns or whatever, but I mean everything. And I mean, you can't really implement it instantly, like 100%, but over time, you branch it out in your mind. Whenever you're on a crossroad, or whenever you're in a dilemma or whatever, like, just ask yourself, what would the ideal perfect version of you do? Anything, like, in any situation you can imagine. Like, if you're setting up an alarm for tomorrow, like, and you're like, oh, I don't need to wake up till 10, I'm just gonna set it for 10, who gives a fuck? But when you think about it, maybe the perfect you would be like, oh well, I could wake up at 8 and go to the gym, and be done by 10 and go my merry fucking way. And just those small little things is exactly what gets you there, in a sense that when you do things the way that person would do them for a long period, for enough long period of time, you slowly and gradually become that person, because you start to form habits of that person. It's inevitable. It's so stupid and simple. Just think about it. Like, exactly what would that person do in any type of situation you put it in. Like any dilemma, any crossroad, anything. Exactly what would that person do. It's just look for it. And the easiest way to get through it is to actually do it, like actually implement it. And don't like start, like, grow some fucking balls, like commit to something for once in your life. Start right now. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, it doesn't make sense. The longer you put it off, the longer you procrastinate and be a lazy piece of shit. Like, you're just putting off your success or whatever you want to achieve. Like, every moment wasted is like, and it's not just putting off, like, you're literally wasting your life away, because you're not getting the time you lost back. Like, do you realize that, right? And I mean, you all do, but and you'd be like, oh, it's easier said than done and stuff like that, but it's really not. Just like, try it for a month. Fucking commit to something. Try it for a month, 2, 3, a year if you can. Doesn't matter. You will realize that gradually over time you're going to build out those habits, and without you even knowing it, you will become that person. Like, you don't do all this for the end product. You're doing it for you are doing it for the person you become in the process. If you want to be confident, if you want to be strong, if you want to be wealthy, whatever, like, you are not doing it for the end goal. You're doing it for the progress, for what you become in the fucking in the process, right? And that's really all that it is. And when it clicks in your head, when you realize that it's way simpler than you think, money and everything else follows along. Like, money, women, success, like, everything comes along because you are doing the things the way that person would be doing them. It's simple as that. And there's nothing more to it. You just need to commit to it, and you need to actually pay attention to things. Like, does your, like, just think about it. Does your perfect version of you, does that person fucking sit, like, check your screen time on your phone right now and see, like, you probably have like 5 hours of screen time on Instagram only, or TikTok. Who gives a fuck? Like, do you really think that person that you imagine yourself as, that person would be doing that? It fucking wouldn't. And some things might feel hard to actually change because they're rooted in you in a sense that you've been doing them the exact way your entire life. And it's hard to change habits, but the way you change habits is you build different habits, something else, another habit. And but this is your life's purpose. This is what you want from life. The only way you will be happy, and the only way you will actually enjoy life is if you become person worthy of that life. That's all that it is. Like everything you ever wanted in life comes that way. Like everything you've ever wanted. It's simple as that. Just think about it. Try to deconstruct it in your mind and implement those little things, little changes day by day as much as you can. And before you even know it, you won't even be aware of it. You will become that person. And that's all you need to do. And that's the thing that changed my life. Like I was a lazy piece of shit. Like I was a fucking mess. You have no idea. Like I don't even get me started. Like I was a complete mess, and my camera died. Either way, you now that you know all that you need to know, stop being a fucking pussy and do the thing. Like start today, start right now. Close this fucking YouTube. Go do the thing that you've been putting off for whoever the fuck knows how long. Do it right now and then just every single thing, every step of the way, just do things as the perfect fucking version of yourself would do. And stop whining, stop being lazy, stop trying to find excuses. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. People around you don't care. Like nobody gives a fuck. Everything you do it for yourself. And later on, you will realize that it's the best thing you have ever fucking done. And I hope something out of this stays with you. And I really hope you get there one day and you actually feel and realize all of this what I'm saying right now. That's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.